This National City teenager lived through a terrifying kidnapping attempt tonight. Good evening, I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. It all started just before 7 tonight at a 7-Eleven store on Plaza Boulevard and Harbison Avenue. And that's where we find 10 News reporter Chris Murphy. And Chris, this was just a bizarre turn of events.
Very bizarre, and the victim of this whole thing is just 14 years old. Here's how it happened. She was shopping here at this 7-Eleven on Plaza Boulevard around 7 o'clock, and when she got to the front yard of her home, just a few doors down from here, she got the scare of her life.
Nancy and her younger cousin, they went to a 7-Eleven with Nancy's mom. Mom left early. The girls wanted to stay and look at candy for a little bit, and they're just trying to walk home. And all of a sudden, the defendant drives up behind them and wants to get their number. These are 13 and 14-year-old girls, so they ignore him. He persisted.
I kept on looking at this car that was kind of following us, and I told my cousin, okay, if he stops at the light and I see him kind of like looking, when I tell you 3, you're gonna start running, okay? So I heard the first steps and I told her, run.
He caught up with Nancy. She was close enough with her cousin. Once he grabbed onto Nancy, she had the presence of mind to push her cousin away, to get her out of harm's way and allow her to run home and get help.
He got me from my neck, and I just started fighting back.
She tried to grab onto a fence to try and get some leverage to get away from him. He punched her in the face so hard he knocked her out. She blacked out. She was being dragged away for several feet. And the amount of time that took, her younger cousin was able to get home, was able to get help. There were several family members basically came to Nancy's rescue. I think it's hard really to, even at this point, say how much it's impacted her emotionally. This was a young girl, very scary situation, still, in a lot of ways in her formative years, and to have to deal with a negative impact on her life, a trauma like this, is very difficult. Courage comes in a variety of ways. One of the ways people can show courage is that split-second decision, selfless sacrifice to save another. And that's what Nancy showed. When she was being pursued, taken, and really overcome by him, she had the courage, the bravery, the presence of mind to push her cousin out of the way, get her cousin to safety, and allow her family to know what was going on and come rescue her. What it shows is that there's some recognition, there's some vindication for what she's been through, that she is a victim, and she's not merely a victim, but she's a young woman who went out of the way to save someone else. And that's something uncommon, and I think needs to be recognized. So I think it reflects very well on her. I think it serves her self-esteem, her confidence, and the fact that she did something great in such a horrible situation.